Today's lesson continues our series on asking questions about someone or some people and also talking about yourself. All right. So in our last lesson in the series, we looked at how to ask for someone's age and also how to tell your age. All right. And today I want us to look at how to ask someone where he or she is from and also how to tell where you are from. All right. Coming right up. Hey, what's up guys? This is Yao here with another lesson under the Common Tree Expression series right here on LEARNAKAN.com. If this is your first time here, this channel is dedicated to helping you to read, write, and speak the Akan language of Ghana. So if this is something that you'll be interested in, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also hit the little bell notification icon to be notified whenever I upload a new lesson. And if you find any of my lessons useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Okay, so how do we ask someone where he or she is from in Chi? And this is quite simple. So to ask that, we use wufri he, wufri he, wufri he, wufri he. Okay, wufri he. So we have wo as you, right? You know that. So we have wo as you, and then we have free. And free means to come from. Okay, to come from, to emerge from. Okay, so to come from is free. And then we have he, which is from a he. Okay, so he or a he, which means where. Okay, so we have he or a he as where, which is obviously a question word, right? So take note of this for your answer. All right, so if you took the lesson on how to ask for someone's age and how to tell your age, you remember I mentioned that all it takes to answer most tree questions is to do some minor adjustments to the questions themselves. Okay, so for instance, since you've seen he or a he as a question word where, this would obviously not be included in your answer, else you'll be asking another question, right? Yeah, so take note of this. So in all, literally what we have here is you come from where. Okay, you come from where. Wufri he, wufri he, wufri he. So answering this question is very simple, very, very simple, just like answering most other tree questions. Okay, so again, just as I mentioned in our last lesson on how to ask for someone's age and also how to answer, such questions or how to tell your age, I said that all that it takes to answer most tree questions is to do a few minor adjustments to the questions themselves. Okay, so if you remember, I said the first thing to look out for is the pronoun that I used to ask that question. Okay, so if I am asking you a question, the pronoun that I'll be using would be the second person, you. I'll be asking about you. Okay, I'll be asking about you, so I'll be using the pronoun you in Chi, which is wo. Or if I'm asking you as a group, okay, let's say you are two or more people and I'm asking you as a group, then I'll be using mo, you plural. Okay, so it's mostly either the wo or the mo pronoun that is used to ask questions. Okay, so to answer, you first have to identify this pronoun, and since you are now answering the question for yourself, you have to change this pronoun to the first person, me. Okay, me. All right, because you are now answering for yourself, so you use me. So you change wo to me. Okay, and if I ask the question to you as a group, so I used mo, you still have to change that to yang for you all. Okay, yang for you all. And then I mentioned that the second thing to look out for would be the question word. Okay, so if the question has a question word, because it's not always that a question will have a question word, especially for yes or no questions, we tend not to have question words in them. Okay, so the next thing to look out for will be your question word. So if the question has a question word, then you have to identify that and do away with it. Okay, because you'll be answering, not asking a question. So you should not include a question word in your answer. Okay, so let's apply this knowledge in answering this question. Okay, wufrehe, wufrehe, wufrehe. So first, we need to identify the pronoun used for the question, which is wo, you. Okay, wufrehe. So in our response, we have to change wo to the first person, me. Okay, me. And then we look out for a question word. So is there a question word in this? There is, right? Yeah. So we have he, which we identified as where. So we don't need this in our answer. So we have to do away with it. Okay, we don't need that because we are no more asking a question, we are answering. So we don't need that. So when we do away with that, in place of that, we put in the information that the question is seeking. And that is the exact place that you're from, maybe the country that you're from. Okay, so wherever it is that you're from, just put it in there and you have your answer. Okay, so me free America, me free America, me free America, me free Togo. Okay, me free Togo, me free Togo. All right, me free Togo. And please note that while we are able to use this question, so the wufrehe question, to ask about the country where someone is from, we are also able to use this same question to ask about the specific town within the country that the person is from. Okay, so in Ghana, everyone has a particular town where he or she is from within a country. Okay, so we all have our hometowns. Okay, so that's where you are from. Okay, the town within Ghana that you are from. So as a Ghanaian, if I ask a fellow Ghanaian right here where he is from, so if I ask wufrehe to a fellow Ghanaian within the country, he or she would assume immediately that I'm asking about the particular town where he or she is from. So his or her hometown, okay, and not the country, because we are here and I know he is Ghanaian, okay? So I'm obviously not asking about the country that he is from, okay? But if I ask a foreigner within the country where he or she is from, then it should be taken as me asking the country where he's from. Okay, so if this were to apply, for example, in the US, then asking someone in the US where he or she is from, so wofre he. Okay, for example, if an American were to ask a fellow American wofre he, okay, and this applied in the US, I don't know if it applies. But if an American were to ask a fellow American where he or she is from within the US, then he or she would assume that the person is asking about a particular state or town within the US that he or she is from. Okay, so if the person asked wofre he would most likely get mefree Boston, okay, or mefree New York, okay, as the answer. So right here we would say mefree Abrepo, okay, mefree Abrepo, mefree Bantama, okay, mefree Bantama, mefree Teshi, okay, mefree Teshi, mefree Tamale, mefree Tamale, and on and on. All right, so this is where we end today's lesson. I hope you found it useful. If you did find it useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time.